Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Are Ivy and Electra Forrester secretly the most unqualified designers in Los Angeles? And is Hope Logan about to light a match that could burn down everything? Alright, we need to talk because there is a lot happening on the bold and the beautiful, and none of it is subtle. Ivy and Electra Forrester vaults into Forrester Creations as a glamorous jewelry trio, but lately it's been mistake after mistake, sabotage after sabotage, and honestly, pure incompetence. At the same time, Thomas Forrester is looming once again as a potential threat to Hope and Liam's fragile marriage. And if that wasn't enough chaos, Hope Logan has decided to aggressively push her father, Deacon Sharp, to leave Sheila Carter for Taylor Hayes, completely ignoring the very real possibility that Sheila could explode in a way that makes past disasters look mild. Steffi Forrester is sounding the alarm, and nobody seems to be listening. The question is, who is about to get burned? Let's start with Ivy and Electra, because their situation at Forrester Creation is almost unbelievable. These two arrived as a package deal, proudly carrying the Forrester name like it was a golden ticket, and sure in the fashion world, a last name like that opened doors. But keeping those doors open, that requires talent, precision, skill, and lately, it's been hard to argue they are delivering any of that. Take Ivy, for example. Her obsession with exposing Will Spencer and her own niece has crossed into outright manipulation. She didn't just stir the pot, she engineered chaos. We are talking about stealing a heartfelt apology later Electra wrote to Will. We are talking about fabricating intimate details about Will and Dylan. And then, the most reckless move of all, casually tossing a Forrester Creations diamond onto the ground. Well, literally, anyone could find it. That's not clever, that's sloppy. That's career ending behavior, and let's be honest, she got lucky. RJ Forrester found that diamond before one of the ambitious, eagle eyed FC models did. If the gem had fallen into the wrong hands, the fallout would have been catastrophic. Instead, Ivy pawned it off, trying to sabotage Electra for a quick payday and some petty revenge. This isn't strategic brilliance. This is desperate scrambling disguised as cunning. Then there's Electra, poor Electra, who seems to be drowning in a role she's not ready for. The plan was apparently for her to fall apart emotionally over Will once RJ uncovered the gym drama. But instead of coming across as heartbroken and sympathetic, she ended up looking inexperienced and out of her depth. Let's not forget the necklace incident. Designing kosher jewelry is not a hobby, it's an art form. And when she couldn't even craft a necklace for Wheel without it breaking, that's not just embarrassing, that's a red flag. If this were a true merit based system, Electra would be apprenticing quietly in the background, learning the craft from the ground up. Instead, she's positioned as a designer at one of the most prestigious fashion houses in the world. It feels like name recognition is doing more heavy lifting than actual talent. And with Ivy likely exiting Los Angeles soon, especially with maternity leave looming for key players, the question becomes who is going to mentor Electra? Who is going to steady the ship? Because right now, she looks like a rookie thrown into deeper water without a life vest. Now pivoting to Hope and Liam, because this is where things start to feel combustible. Thomas Forrester may not be front and center every single episode, but don't get comfortable, he's still the principal designer for Hope for the future. That means collaboration is inevitable. Conversations are necessary. Creative meetings will happen, and let's not pretend there isn't history there. Hope and Thomas once crossed lines that shattered her marriage to Liam. Their chemistry has always been intense, complicated, and dangerous. So even if Thomas is primarily working out of Paris, proximity is still proximity. Whether it's Hope flying to Paris or Thomas returning to Los Angeles, their orbits are bound to collide. Liam has every reason to be uneasy. Even if Hope insists it's strictly professional, the emotional history can't just be erased. Suspicion, even if unspoken, can wedge itself between a married couple, and sometimes it's not about actual betrayal, it's about perception. If Liam feels sidelined or threatened, that tension alone can destabilize everything. Now let's talk about the most volatile situation of all. Hope pushing Deacon toward Taylor and away from Sheila. Hope has taken it upon herself to orchestrate her father's romantic life as if she's directing a play. She's practically staging an intervention, encouraging Deacon to abandon his marriage to Sheila Carter and declare his love for Taylor Hayes. And she's doing it with an almost shocking level of confidence, as if Sheila's history doesn't exist. Let's pause there. Sheila Carter is not a mild inconvenience. She is a woman with a documented history of violence. She has shot people, she has manipulated, she has staged her own death. This isn't speculation, this is canon. And yet, Hope is acting like pushing Deacon toward another woman is just a harmless nudge toward happiness. Deacon did declare his love for Taylor at Tu Gardino. Taylor reciprocated. The emotional line has been crossed. But then he went home and crawled into bed next to Sheila, fantasizing about Taylor. That's not romance. That's a ticking time bomb. Steffi Forrester sees it clearly. And to be fair, she has every right to. Sheila shot her, Sheila shot Finn, Sheila forced her into hiding with her children. So when Steffi warns the provoking Sheila is liking fucking a bear with claws, she is not being dramatic. She is being realistic. Hope, however, dismisses her, calls her domineering, accuses her of trying to control Taylor's romantic life. The irony is almost painful. Because while Hope claims moral high ground, she's actively encouraging her father to betray his wife. And here is the most unsettling part. Sheila doesn't even know what's happening yet. She's gone to Taylor for advice on saving her marriage. She's confided in the very woman who is secretly in love with her husband. If that isn't tragic irony, I don't know what is. Sheila has already made it clear what if Deacon strays too far, there will be consequences. And when Sheila Carter talks about consequences, history tells us she means it. The fallout from all of this could be massive. Ivy Electra's incompetence could damage Forrester Creations' reputation if left unchecked. Thomas' looming presence could destabilize Hope and Liam's marriage even without direct wrongdoing. And Deacon's emotional infidelity, fueled by Hope's encouragement, could trigger a chain reaction no one can control. The real danger isn't just scandal, it's escalation. If Sheila doesn't operate in half measures, if she feels betrayed, she retaliates in ways that ripple outward. Steffi knows that. Hope seems to underestimate it, and when you mix emotional manipulation, unresolved chemistry, and explosive personalities, you don't get peaceful resolutions. You get chaos. Honestly, Hope is playing with fire. I understand wanting your parent to be happy. I understand believing Taylor is the healthier choice. But ignoring Sheila's history is reckless. You don't provoke someone with that kind of track record and expect a calm conversation. As for Ivy and Electra, it might be time for some hard truths. The Forrester name can only shield you for so long. Talent matters, precision matters, and if they can't rise to the standard, maybe they really do need a new path. Thomas returned into Hope's orbit. That's a slow burn waiting to ignite. Whether it's actual betrayal or just emotional confusion, it's a storyline that feels inevitable. So let me ask you, are Ivy and Electra truly out of the depth at Forrester Creations, or do they deserve more time to provoke themselves? Do you think Thomas will cross the line with Hope again? And most importantly, when Sheila finds out about Deacon and Taylor, who is going to be caught in the blast radius? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this drama is building fast. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next twist. Trust me, on the bold and the beautiful, the calm never lasts for long.